going on, guys? It's your boy BryneGaming here, and we're back in another video. In this video, I'm going to be showing you guys a very beginner Photoshop CS6 tutorial for Mac 2017. If you guys will be interested in getting this application or ScreenFlow or Final Cut Pro 10 for free on Mac, go ahead and click the annotations at the end of the video. So let's jump straight into this. So basically, this is the page you're at when you open it, when you open Photoshop. So first thing you can do is hold Command and tap N. This will allow you to make a new document, and you can change the width, the height, if you want pixels or inches. You can name it here. So I'm just gonna go ahead and name this test. So right now these are the width and height sizes for a YouTube thumbnail. So I'm just gonna go ahead and keep it at 1280 by 720. If you guys do not want to make it a certain size, you just want to edit a photo, you can just go ahead and click and drop a photo into the plane if you wish to do that. So let's go ahead and create a new one. I'm going to go ahead and drop in this Call of Duty thumbnail I got earlier, so let's go ahead and edit that. So basically, this top tool here that you'll auto select to is the move tool, and sort of what I'm on right now. Right when you drop a photo in, you'll have this thing, and you could sort of move this around. You could resize it with the corners. It's pretty universal. And then when you go to switch tools, it'll want you to place the file, so you go ahead and place it. You can always go back to the move tool and move it around later. You just won't be able to edit the sides, which I'll show you how to do that. Go back and edit the sides later. So basically, the top tool is just a selecting, kind of moving around tool. Second one is the marquee tool, and this is just sort of, you could select an area. So now you see I have this area selected. I can go ahead and copy that, and then I could paste it in, and it will create a new layer. If I go to my top thing and go ahead and move it, now I will have a copy, not of the whole file, just a majority of it. As you can see, the tops are a little bit different. So I'm just going to go ahead and delete that layer. And as well, that's pretty much how all of these different tools work. The elliptical one, or you could sort of do a circle and stuff like that. So one thing, I'm not sure if this is exactly how you do it, but if I have this little square, I'll show you. Sometimes, like, if you have a square or something like this and it won't really go away if you just click off, just go to the lasso tool and click somewhere and it'll go away. So the third one is the lasso tool, which you could switch to by just clicking L, because it will tell you the letter you could just press to get to it. So lasso tool is essentially the marquee tool, just it's free, so it won't just make a certain shape. It's whatever you draw and it'll connect it. And now this is probably the most useful tool, quick selection tool. Alright, so you have these three tools at the top. You have this plus, this minus, and this one here. The middle one with the plus, that's what you'll start off by dragging, and you'll select different color regions. So right here I have these two little blue areas of this arrow here. So when those different areas are selected, I could copy them, you know, I could copy paste, I could do all kinds of things. So if you want to delete it, just go ahead and press delete. You'll probably get this error at the beginning. What you'll have to do, if you haven't already, is right click on the layer and then go down to rasterize layer, and that will allow you to mess it up. Basically allow you to, like, you know, do things with it. So there you go. I have just deleted that. If you want to go back in time, Command Z. Actually, I need to do Control Z, or not Control Alt. Yeah, Control Alt and Z. I did a video on how to get more undos. That'll probably be at the end of the video as well. Guys can go ahead and check that out. So the next one here is the crop tool. Which actually, hold on, let me just get rid of this selected area. So if I go to the crop tool, crop tool, perspective, crop, slice tool, those ones, they're pretty all like self-explanatory, so I'm just gonna go over the basic just crop tool, really. Select a region, and you could basically shrink that. Now if I do like just a certain part of a photo, it'll kind of just get messed up, so I'm just gonna go ahead and not crop that, but I could select the whole photo here, and I could just crop that little area just to keep that. So that's one thing that you could do. So the next one here is the eyedrop tool. It's sort of it gets you the different colors up here. It's more of an advanced thing, so I'm not really going to go into all of these different ones. Roller tool, just going to get you straight lines, really. So you got, you know, and then right here, so yeah, it's just gonna, you could have a straight line there, and then you could sort of follow along with whatever you wish. Next one here, these ones are more different types of when you're editing photos of people, help you with that. I'm not going to go over those. So now we have the brush, pencil, color replacement, and mixer brush tool. So the brush tool is just your simple paintbrush. You could go ahead and color around with that. So then up here, if you want to, when you have it selected up in the top left, right here you have different sizes, hardness, different looks. You could have solid line, you could have, so then it's more solid color, or you can have like the airbrush hue to it, if you wish. Up here you could select your color. You could have this little drop thing, and it'll give you the exact color wherever you click. So below that, or then we have the pencil tool, which is just sort of a pencil. So next one here, the clone stamp. This is again more of an advanced thing, not really going to go for any of these ones. Then you have the eraser tool. So if I go ahead to the brush tool, draw a line, go down to eraser, can sort of erase different parts, again with the thickness up here, so I could just sort of erase all that if I wanted. Then we have the gradient tool, which again you could select up here for the color 1 and then color 2, click OK. So now I both blue now. So for color 2 I'll do this little black, and then alright, so then I could just go ahead and click from corner to corner. If you try to do just a small area, it's gonna not work right. So basically if I go here, it'll just put blue up until there, put the top left just to wherever you start or stop the line. So there it's pretty much half and half. So that's more of a thumbnail thing. So paint bucket will literally just whatever color you have selected, just paint an entire region. So yeah, and then now we have the blur tool, which sort of just blurs things a little bit. And the more you click, get a little bit more blurry. So I could increase the sharpness, make it a little bit more blurry. Put it 91%, so yeah, you can see it's getting really blurry, as you can see that. So then here we have the dodge tool. This is more of an advanced thing, not really gonna go for those. Pen tool, really just sort of, you could get different straight lines, sort of. They all go off of each other, so sort of a difficult tool to use. And you can use the freedom pen tool, or you could just sort of draw lines and then edit them. So you could delete different anchor points. This is more of an advanced thing as well, so I'm not really gonna do that. Then we have the text tool here. You just sort of click or drag a text box. I'm gonna go ahead and click off of that. So you just sort of drag a text box, and then up here you have your font, if you want to bold, and then different font sizes. Then here you have color, so let's make it red so you can see it there. Here you could just get your different selections. Again, not really gonna go over that. Here we have different shapes you could do. Next we have the hand tool, which you could okay, I'm gonna go ahead and skip over the hand tool. It's more of an advanced thing. Here we have the zoom tool, so I could zoom in, I could zoom out. Left and right is in and out. Up and down doesn't really work properly, so left and right. Or you just do it in command plus, command out. Then here's again your colors. Alrighty guys, so next off we have right over here, which I kind of mentioned earlier, so right now we'll go ahead and a little bit more depth. So right here you have the layers. So to create a new layer, just go up to layer at the top, new, or you could duplicate, you could delete, yeah. So you just click on it, right click, you have all these different options. So you could, you know, mess around with that. This little eye here, you can make certain layers invisible. If I want, I could just go ahead and make them all visible if I wanted to. To click on one, delete, you just go and select it and then click trash can, or you can just right click and click delete there. If you want to go back, again, Command Z works, stuff like that. Again, up here you have the different colors you could work around with. So that's pretty much all for this video, guys. Thank you for watching. Go ahead and smash that like button. Let's shoot for 7 likes on this video. If we hit there, I'll do some more tutorials on Photoshop. Go ahead and comment down below any questions you have about Photoshop, and I'll try my best to answer them. So yeah, guys, go ahead and drop a like, subscribe if you're new, and click those annotations on the screen. Peace.